Hello everyone, this is Lam. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to pour on this little canvas with these colors, and this is a simple composition. I am going to do a white over color covering technique. So I lay out my flip cup in the sequence of colors, and I'm actually putting some gold in between colors and some white just to get a good mix of coloring effect going. But in general, I want the flip cup to be colorful. I don't want to put too much white in it because there's going to be white covering it. Okay, now flip. And nothing too fancy, but I like the colors so far. Okay, white over it. So I'm covering most of it. And then I'm going to tilt it out a little bit. But before I completely tilt it out, I want to comb it. And let's see, I'm just going to do a little bit on the side. So I try to do the comb before I tilt it out so that as I tilt, the comb line will get stretched out a little bit so they don't look so stiff. And I'm not going to do too much of it or it will get too busy. Okay, maybe a little bit more. And now, tilt it out. Yes, some of the lines get nicely stretched out. So that looks pretty good. And I do like the colors of this one. Now, what to do next to enhance it? Because these are nice patches of colors, but I want to give it more form and shape and more composition. So I take out the balloon and start rolling it. See what color I can pull out because there's colors under the white. If I can pull that out. Okay, there's some little bit of green there, and actually it doesn't look too bad. So I just keep doing it. So I'm not trying to oversaturate it with balloon rolls because the color patches already look so nice, and I just want to do a few balloon rolls to accent it, to create some interest and some focus. Because if it's just color patches, then it looks just like a background, and I want my composition to have some sort of semblance of meanings, something that we can make sense of. So this is starting to look like a plant. Especially with the green, it just looks like grass or some leaves, some vine that's growing. And that's a recurring theme of my paintings. A lot of them turn out to be flowers or plants or some kind of foliage. So at this point I turn it around because I decided that if it's plant, then it should grow upward. So there's one stem or one stalk that goes up, and that looks kind of lonely to me. So let's do another one, and I want to do just a short little one on the side, and I'm trying to follow the lines so that I don't disturb the color patches as much, because I really love the patches of colors. So balloon rolls are, you know, it is interesting how balloon rolls can add so much to a composition, but then it's easy to overdo it. Like there, I love the comb lines. I did not save a lot of the comb lines. A lot of them got tilted off, but that little lines on that corner, I think it adds to the composition. But I am thinking about how to enhance it so that it looks more integrated. So I was thinking that I can balloon roll it to kind of integrate the comb lines with the plant. Then I don't want to ruin it. Okay, that little part there looked a little bit too pale, so I'm adding some colors. And then drizzle some white over it. And I'm fixing some details first before I roll it. And with the balloon rolls, sometimes I have to do it a few times, usually 3 times the charm. And this one, I'm leaving it as is, and I'm taking out my my cotton balls to do some little rolls, because when it gets to the fine corners, when I don't want to disturb too much of the other details, then I'll switch to the cotton balls. And now I am looking at the comb lines to see what I can do to enhance those. So I decided to do some little rolls there to see what I can get out of it. And what I found out is that I can use my fingertip to draw those comb lines in, the end of the comb lines, to make a little flower or leaf patterns with it. And I think that's kind of interesting. And that gives a little different flavor from the balloon rolls. Now I'm deciding to actually introduce some pattern to break up that solid patch of color. And I'm lucky that I can take out some blue that looks very distinct from the purple. And that looks pretty nice. So that is good. I can do balloon rolls all the way to the top there, but I want this one branch to be shorter than the other branch. I don't want them to be equally as tall because that would be too boring. And now I'm trying to see if I can dig out some more colors. If I can, then I'll add more colors, but right now it looks pretty good. And this is one of those paintings that I don't really have to do too much because the composition itself is just following the pattern, so it's already there. I didn't have to do a ton to enhance it, just a little bit. So I'm just gently drawing into those calm lines so that it looks like leaves that's integrated into the plant. Okay, decided to add a little bit there. So this little bit I have to be very careful and rather precise, so I don't want to cover up the calm lines. To me, the calm line is one of the main features of this composition, even though it does not take up a lot of the painting, but it does add to the refinement of the painting, so I want to leave most of it. And at this point, I feel the painting is complete. I have nothing to add, so I just do one more torch and it is done. And I'm really happy with the composition, the simplicity of it. Well, it is simple for me because I usually do a ton of manipulation of my painting, but this one I mostly just do a little bit of balloon roll, and the composition was already there. And look at the calm lines, look at the color gradients. Isn't it fantastic? It's just unreal. And all the details, the balloon rolls. That's what I love about the balloon rolls, is the incredible details. You just cannot get it with any other painting techniques. That's why I love this art form. That's why I keep doing acrylic pours. Even though I am taking art school, I'm learning to do oil painting, I'm going to learn to do mixed media works, but I'm always gonna go back to acrylic pouring, because those kind of details, this kind of flow, you just cannot get it with any other painting techniques. And look at, this is the dry result. It dries so beautifully. And I just can't get over, every time I look at an acrylic pour, I just cannot get over the flow and the beauty of the colors that just flow together. And this is a very unique art form. And that's why I do acrylic pouring every night, and I'm gonna keep doing it. And I have such a big stack of paintings. That's why I'm listing them in my Etsy shop. And the link to my shop is in the description box. If you have any birthdays coming up, an anniversary, any special occasion that you want to find a unique gift, go have a look and see if there's anything you like. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your support. If you like this video, please subscribe and comment and share with others. I appreciate your help. Thank you very much. You have a great day, and I'll see you next time.